So to export as a PDF or save as a PDF, here in Illustrator, what I can do, I'm going to save it as a PDF. My work is finalized, I'm happy with it. I've created my outlines and also have my editable type set as well, so I can go back and edit it if I have to. Either way, I'm going to go to File, Save a Copy. If by chance your panel looks like this, what I'd like to do is just expand it by clicking that arrow to show where I'm going to save it. And for now, I'm just going to save it on my desktop, not a big issue. On the format, I'm going to turn it into a PDF, Adobe PDF. Now here at the bottom right away, it gives me the option if I want to save all the artboards and make those into PDFs or just certain ones. I could choose a range from 1 to 3, whatever the case may be. If I just want to save one of them, it doesn't matter. Here, I'm going to save them all. So I'm just going to say all and save. Now, here is the dialog box of the panel that shows up for saving as a PDF. Only a few things we really have to look at. I'm going to go to my Adobe Pdf Preset. By Illustrator default is a random, just a general way to save a PDF, but for this particular situation, we want to save it for press. So what I will do, I'm going to click on Press Quality. Now, there are other options. The only other option really I'm looking at here to save is either Press Quality, which is the best, highest quality we can save any PDF as. Other than that is small file size, which is more for web viewing. So if I want to save a PDF that's going to be saved for web, I'd save it as smallest file size. For this particular situation, I'm going to keep it at Press Quality. The standard, I don't really have to worry about any one of these unless a particular printer or vendor or whomever I'm sending this to recommends I save it as another version here, but I'm not too worried about that. Preserve Illustrator editing capabilities is fine to keep it on, and then embed paid thumbnails, leave it alone. Optimize for fast web view, that's fine. And view PDF after saving, that's really the only one I want to click on because I want to make sure I could see my work after I've created the PDF. It automatically opens once it's done. Some PDFs take longer to convert, some Illustrator files or InDesign files take longer to convert to PDF. So I want to see it after it's done. Always want to double check your work before you submit it. And the other one we're going to look at is not so much compression. Compression is fine, especially when we're looking in InDesign and there aren't any raster images that are inside my file. But even if there are, if we're talking about the highest compression or highest quality with little compression or no compression, we're going to leave compression alone. The other one I'm going to look at is marks and bleeds. Now here I could add all my printer marks, which I never suggest to do unless the printer asks you to. The only printer marks I ever need are trim marks. In InDesign, they're called crop marks. We could just put those on just by clicking on the one we need. Other than that, nothing changes here. The other one we can add only if your file, once again, has bleeds. This particular file has a bleed, which is on the pin artboard. So I do want to show my bleeds and my trim marks anytime I have a bleed shown. So what I would do here, I could type in 0.125 as my normal bleed, or because I've already set up the bleeds in my document, I could actually just choose Use Document Bleed Settings, and automatically the bleeds show up that I've made in my document, which was 0.125, an eighth of an inch, my top, bottom, left, and right. So that is it to create the PDF. So let me save PDF. And there it shows up. My trim marks show on all the artboards, unfortunately, which is totally fine. I go to my fourth artboard, and I see I have my trim marks here, which would cut off the excess that we don't need to create edge-to-edge ink coverage. And also, just to mention, if I were to save this, and let's pretend I didn't want any bleed, just to show us properly how we do it, once again, File, Save a Copy, Desktop. I'm just going to get rid of the word copy and put on no bleed, just to give me an understanding that this is for no bleed. PDF save. And now, keep this the same. Press Quality. Leave all those intact. Marks and bleeds, none. I don't add anything. I don't add any trim marks or any of the printer marks, and I don't add a bleed. Pretend that the fourth artboard wasn't even there, so I don't have to show a bleed. And I would just say Save PDF. And that's it. There's no trim marks because I don't need them because I only have white borders. White borders, I don't need trim marks if I have just a white border and nothing bleeding over the edge. So that's how we also make a PDF without any, that doesn't have a bleed, so we don't need trim marks for that.